You ever have a day start off so perfect, you're just waiting for the universe to throw you a curveball? Yeah, that was me, grinning ear to ear, playlist on point, sunlight pouring over my backyard, finally about to wrap up this 6-month journey of turning a patch of grass into my own slice of paradise. I'd built a patio, set up a fire pit, and just saved enough for the final touch, a classic springboard for the pool I'd busted my back and my bank account to put in. Nothing fancy, just something to make Saturday afternoons feel like summer vacation all over again. So I'm rolling this huge box through Pool Pro Paradise, humming along to whatever pop song is butchering the speakers, probably looking like an absolute fool, but I don't care, right? I just paid for it. Receipt tucked in my pocket, victory lap to the exit. Until this voice comes out of nowhere, slicing through my day like a car alarm. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm talking to you. That's when I see her, a woman with helmet hair, pink polo, white capris, the kind of person who makes every conversation feel like you're on trial. She's got her phone pressed to her ear, manicured finger pointed straight at my chest, face twisted into this look of pure outrage, like she'd just caught me spray painting her mailbox. Don't play dumb with me. I saw you take that right out of the display area. You people think you can just take whatever you want, don't you? And there it is. You people. 3 little words that flip my world upside down. My perfect Saturday gets nuked. I try to keep it cool. Ma'am, I just bought this. Here's my receipt. The checkout's right there. She laughs, sharp and bitter, says security is already coming. Then, into the phone. Loud enough for everyone in the aisle to hear. Yes, he's still here. Black man, 30s. Big diving board, the Aqualap, 5,000. Trying to walk out with it. And just like that, I go from customer to criminal. Suddenly, the aisle feels tiny, the lights harsh and interrogating. People are stopping their carts, doing that awkward dance. Do I step in? Do I walk away? Most keep moving, pretending not to see me melting into the floor. She's narrating the whole thing to security, calling me disgusting, saying I'm acting innocent. All I can do is try again, calm but firmer. Ma'am, please, I paid for this. The receipt's right here. She recoils, clutches her purse, accuses me of forging a receipt. I almost laugh. It's so absurd, but the anger and embarrassment just sit like a brick in my gut. I pull out my phone, start recording, even though I hate the idea. But at this point, it's my only shield. She loses it, shrieking. Now he's recording me. He's trying to intimidate me. My husband is the general manager, and he's coming down here right now. You'll be lucky if you only get arrested. And just like that, she turns the full machinery of the store against me. Her husband arrives. Frank, gold name tag, navy polo, clipboard, hair like it's seen too many summers. He looks right past me, straight at his wife. Honey, what's going on? She instantly melts into damsel mode, paints me as a violent thief, shoves her finger at my phone. Frank puffs out his chest. All right, son, put that phone away. You're not allowed to film in here. Now explain why you have $1,000 diving board in your cart you haven't paid for. I keep my cool. With all due respect, sir, your wife just accused me of grand larceny and made some pretty terrible comments. I'm recording for my own protection. He goes cold. You're causing a scene. I'm going to ask you one more time. Put the phone down and show me the receipt. I hand over the receipt, deliberate, slow. He glances at it, smirks, then pockets it. This doesn't prove anything. We're waiting for the police. Now I'm officially stuck, heart pounding, jaw clenched. Frank starts floating the idea that maybe I stole the credit card too, builds this narrative like a house of cards, refusing to look at the evidence in his hand. A couple minutes later, cops show up, one older, one young and way too eager, hand resting near his sidearm. Frank gives his rehearsed speech. Carol piles on the drama. I finally get to explain. I paid for it. My name's on the card, my license matches. He's holding my receipt. Officer Miller, the older one, actually wants to see the video and the receipt. The younger cop, Evans, just wants me to put the phone away, tries to escalate. Miller shuts him down, asks Frank for the receipt, checks everything. License, card, receipt. After a long, painful silence, the names match. The card matches. Transaction was 20 minutes ago. There's no crime here. You could feel the air shift. Carol's righteous fury crumples. Frank starts grasping for something. anything. Well, officer, he was still aggressive. I want him trespassed. But then, here comes the twist. A woman steps out, holding up her phone. That's a lie. I saw the whole thing. She screamed at him, wouldn't listen, said horrible things. I've got it all on video. Turns out, I wasn't the only one filming. That's when the power dynamic flips. Officer Miller turns to me, asks if I want to press charges for filing a false report. For a moment, I'm speechless. Then I look at Carol. Her face goes from furious to terrified. Yes, I want to press charges. Frank pleads, offers a gift card. I tell him where to put it. Officer Miller hands back my receipt, tells me to get my diving board home, promises a detective will be in touch about the case. I load the board into my truck, drive home, but the whole thing feels poisoned. The joy is gone. Now the diving board is just a reminder of how quick a perfect day can turn ugly, how thin the line is between being a customer and being a suspect. But I'm not done. I file a complaint with corporate, lay it all out in an email, demand real action. Next day, my phone blows up. Turns out Sarah, the witness, posted her video online. It goes viral. National news, millions of views, hashtags calling for boycotts. Pool Pro Paradise tries to bury it with bland apologies and discount coupons. People roast them. Then a lawyer calls, tells me this isn't just a bad day, it's a lawsuit. And when he digs deeper, we find out Frank's done this before. Same MO, different family, swept under the rug with hush money. That's when the fight becomes bigger than just me. We dig, find witnesses, get a whistleblower from inside the company. Now we have the receipts, literally and figuratively. The company tries everything, threats, settlements, private investigators snooping around. But with every twist, our case just gets stronger. Eventually, we force them into a real settlement. Massive payout, a public apology, new policies, scholarships, training, all of it. Frank and Carol lose their jobs, their reputations, and become the cautionary tale they always deserved to be. It's not a fairy tale ending. Nothing erases the humiliation, the exhaustion, the knowledge that it took a viral video and an army of strangers just to make things right. But the victory is real. My story starts a local conversation. Other people come forward. The company is forced to change. Almost a year later, I finally go out and install the diving board, my diving board. The sun's shining, the pool is blue, and for the first time since that day, I jump off and let the water wash it all away. For a moment, it's just me, floating on my back, sky above, world quiet, and I know this is what I fought for. Not just the principle, not the money or the headlines, but the right to exist in peace, in my own little backyard paradise. So what do you think? Is that justice? Or is it just a start? Drop your thoughts below, tell me your stories, and let's keep the conversation going. You know that feeling after a long, brutal fight, when it's finally over and all you want is to just be left alone. That was me, floating in the pool, sun on my face, trying to soak up some peace after months of drama. But the universe, it turns out, doesn't really care about your plans for a quiet life. The day after I finally installed that diving board, I wake up to my phone buzzing like it's got a personal vendetta against my sanity. Messages from friends, family, random numbers I don't recognize. My cousin sends me a link. I click, and bam, there it is, Sarah's video, the one she filmed in the store, front and center on every social feed you can imagine. Millions of views. Comment sections on fire. Strangers debating whether Frank and Carol were born this way or just practice every day in front of the mirror. And man, it's wild. One minute I'm a nobody trying to enjoy my backyard. Next minute I'm the guy with the diving board on national TV. Reporters want interviews. Lawyers are calling. Pool Pro Paradise is getting roasted in every Yelp and Google review. Their PR team throwing out apologies and coupons like confetti at a parade. But you know what hits the hardest? The messages from people who've been through it too. Folks from all over, telling me about their own battles, being followed in stores, accused for no reason, having to fight just to exist in peace. Some are angry, some just tired, but all of them are hungry for something to change. Suddenly, my headache isn't just about what happened to me. It's about all of us. Meanwhile, the corporate drama ramps up. The company tries to make it go away, offers me hush money, a coupon, a gift card, a settlement if I'll just sign an NDA and disappear. But after everything, I can't just take the easy way out. Not now, not when everyone's watching. That's when my lawyer Ben steps in, sharp as a tack and ready to go 10 rounds with anyone. He digs up dirt on Frank, a history of misunderstandings with other minority customers, a paper trail the company hoped would never see daylight. And here's where things go from personal to something a whole lot bigger. Turns out, there was another family, years before. Same manager, same pattern, same sweep-it-under-the-rug playbook. Only difference is, they took the money and left town. Too scared to fight. But when Ben finds them, they agree to help. Suddenly, it's not just my word against Frank's. Now it's a pattern, and Pool Pro Paradise is staring down the barrel of something they can't PR their way out of. The lawsuit becomes national news. We get an anonymous whistleblower from inside the company, someone who just can't watch this happen again. They leak us internal emails, HR reports, the kind of stuff that makes lawyers sweat through their $1,000 suits. In black and white, we see executives weighing firing Frank against what's this going to cost us. They pick the cheaper option every single time. The whole thing goes to depositions. I sit across the table from Carol, her eyes hollow, all the bravado gone. She stammers, tries to explain herself, but the video is right there. Her voice, her words, her choices. Frank tries to bluff, claims he was just doing his job, but when Ben drops the old HR memos on him, the mask slips. For once, these people have to look their own actions in the face, no crowd to cheer them on. Then, out of nowhere, a real twist. The police department, under pressure from the community, investigates Officer Evans for how he handled my case. Turns out, he broke protocol, tried to intimidate me, tried to stop me filming. They pull him off patrol, send him to mandatory bias training. Officer Miller, the older cop who listened and actually did his job, gets publicly commended. It's a small victory, but it matters. Sometimes the system works if you make enough noise. And the noise keeps growing. There's a town hall. People show up, share stories. Businesses announce new training programs, review their complaint systems. I get invited to speak. I'm not comfortable in the spotlight, but I realize it's bigger than me now. I tell my story, just the facts, the fear, the humiliation, the little victories that came after. Other people speak up. You can feel the room shifting. For once, maybe, the stone thrown in my pond is sending out some good ripples. The lawsuit drags on for months, but finally, Pool Pro Paradise blinks. They settle. And not with some weak coupon, either. It's a real settlement. Public apology in my name and the Garcia families, new policies, scholarships for minority students, real money for the people they hurt. Frank and Carol are fired, lose everything, move out of state. Their names become a punchline, a warning. But the victory isn't sweet, it's complicated. No check or apology erases what it felt like to be treated as less than, to see yourself on video, to have the world debate your pain like it's a trending topic. I take the settlement, pay off my house, start a small foundation to help others in the same boat. I keep in touch with Sarah, with the Garcia family, with the anonymous whistleblower who risked everything to do the right thing. We're a strange, unlikely team, but we fought the good fight together. Life starts to settle. The new company policies get rolled out. People write to thank me. Sometimes, in the quiet moments, I feel the scar of it all, a little more cautious in public, a little less quick to trust a peaceful afternoon. But I also feel something else. Not pride, exactly, but a stubborn, quiet resilience. And one morning, almost a year to the day, I stand at the end of that diving board, sun warming my shoulders, looking out at the pool I built with my own 2 hands. For a second, I remember every insult, every fight, every night I couldn't sleep because some stranger decided I didn't belong. But then I bounce, feel the board flex under my feet, and I jump into cool blue water, into a new chapter, into the life I earned. I come up laughing, water in my ears, the world quiet for just a moment. It's not a perfect ending. Life rarely is, but it's mine. And if you've ever been in my shoes, if you've ever been made to feel small or scared or angry for just existing, I hope you know this. You're not alone. You're not powerless. Sometimes the fight is ugly and unfair and takes everything you've got. But sometimes, when you stand your ground, the world has to listen. So tell me, what would you have done? Have you ever had to fight for your dignity? for your right to be left alone? Drop your story below, share your truth, and let's make sure nobody has to go through it alone ever again.